Arrival? I guess it makes sense because this is an arrival to Earth. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are doing Halo 3. And we're gonna have a cutscene here, so I'm gonna be quiet so we can hear it.
They let me pick. Did I ever tell you that? Choose whichever Spartan I wanted. You know me. I did my research, watched as you became the soldier we needed you to be. Like the others, you were strong and swift and brave. A natural leader. But you had something they didn't. Something no one saw but me. Can you guess? Luck. Was I wrong?
This ain't good. Damn. How far did you fall? 2 kilometers. Easy. Stay sharp. Foreman? His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't know, Sergeant Major. Radio for Vito. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces. Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
She's safe behind.
Corporal, make it quick.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial lockdown.
Hey, wait! The arbiter's with us! Come on now. You got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Worried so easy. We must go. The brutes have our scent.
They must love the smell of Bulgari. Yeah, I'm doing a little product placement. I gotta get paid too.
Okay, so that's the first stage. It was just a cutscene, yippee. But yeah, what something was missing in there was that you can only get in the standalone version of Halo 3 is it would get like slow tutorial on like looking up and down and such, which I don't know if I'll be able to show off. I might. I'll have to figure something out. But yeah, that's something you don't get in this version since we're doing this in the Master Chief Collection. But yeah, it's some fall that Chief had there. In reality, that fall would probably kill someone. But yeah, he jumped off of the Forerunner ship because if you don't remember from the end of Halo 2, he was aboard the Forerunner ship heading to Earth, and it ended on a huge cliffhanger. And now we're here to finish that fight. So, and we got them talking still, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just meleeing my weapon because, yeah. And I'm also really glad I'm doing this on the Master Chief Collection because in the standalone version of Halo 3, the controls were like very different to where it just didn't feel as comfortable to me because yeah, they made it to where some buttons you needed to press I don't know, like bumper to instead of whole X to like reload and such, and there was like one controller setup in 3 that I used that made it feel a little more faithful, but not like hugely faithful to like the Combat Evolved controls, where the controls in the standalone version of 2 were about fairly similar to Combat Evolved, but slightly different. But yeah, that's something that just really had to get out of my system here about that, but not a big deal really. And oh god, well, this isn't a good start because and my body's just drifting away. But yeah, and if you another thing from Halo 2 at the end of it was that the Grunts, unsound hunters and such, were with the elites on their side, but I guess they now joined the brutes, jackals, and buggers. So, yeah, so that's something. Not sure what happened there, but oh well, it is what it is. This what. Oh no, the Arbiter, he's died. What do we do? Oh, but no, it's not a big deal. He does eventually come back alive. Yeah, see, look, he comes back alive, and yeah, that blue arrow right there is just pointing, always going to be on the above the Arbiter. So just you signify that's him, and I got his energy sword. But yeah, it just looks so strange where he just gets up immediately after you kill a certain enemy. But he does also have more health than the Marines do, which is nice. Nice, and oh god, yeah, Phantom. Yeah, the new thing that they added to Phantoms was that they didn't make it so they have 3 turrets like that on the side. Instead, on the side, they put those plasma turrets that you can man. And it's pretty nice, and they kept up with the series since this game and such. And I think they are including it still in Halo Infinite. Because yeah, since I did my Let's Play on Halo, ever since I did my Let's Play on Halo 2 Anniversary, and between this and that, we got a little more information on Halo Infinite. But yeah, we got some screenshots, some just a little more information about it and such, but it's not much. But yeah. No, god. Then, okay, alright, I dropped the pistol! Again, just for the energy sword, and yeah. And already, the brutes in this game, big improvement over how they were in 2. Because, yeah, they seem like they've been improved a little more, and such a one, by the way. Come over here, I think? Oh, wait. Where was it? Aha! Found a skull. But I already got it, so, you know, it doesn't matter. Because, yeah, those are still a thing. They were a thing in Halo 2, but you had to get them on Legendary, which that honestly got ruins the skulls for me in Halo 2, is that the fact that you had to get them on Legendary. Yeah. But in this game, no, you don't. It doesn't have to be on Legendary. Boot shots are still annoying, but not as annoying as they once were in Halo 2, because it seems like they've fixed most of the problems that people had with Halo 2 and such, like being rifle being so much, being like a one-shot, which isn't really that much anymore. Plus there are less areas for being rifles to shoot at you from, which is nice. So, and the brute shots aren't as strong as before, but they're still kind of a bit stronger. But it does feel like the energy sword did get a little bit of a buff, even though I haven't used it yet in this LP yet. But yeah. And you may have also noticed this right away, they brought back the assault rifle from Combat Evolved, which it is slightly different from how it is a little bit different on how it was in Combat Evolved. Well, in Combat Evolved, they made it to so you had 60 bullets per round. Well, in this game they cut it in half. Well, plus 2, which where it's now 32 bullets per round. But I don't really see it as much of a loss. yeah, I don't see it as much of a loss. Because I do think it's just nice to have this thing back, because it just felt like something was missing. It's just like one of the guns that just felt like did not needed to go, but they brought back and free, and it's been stayed with series since, and probably will be for Infinite for when that comes out later this year. Yeah, I was just a little short on that. I still got the Grunt though, and yeah, the brutes now have armor, as you can see. And oh god, and you can't knock them off, and they're still kind of going that berserk mode. But it's not as strong as it was in 2. They definitely nerfed it some and made it to where you can easily, brutes aren't as strong, and trying to make them be more accurate to how elites are, because you don't fight elites in this game, but that doesn't mean they're not in the game. They are in the game, but we just haven't seen any yet. Oh god, not another one in. Let me get the cover. There we go. Sit here and wait for my shields recharging. Such, which they didn't bother changing the shields much, except they just moved it to the top of the screen, middle of the screen, as opposed to the bottom left above the motion tracker. Okay, so that's fine. It's not like it's an issue or anything, but they did at least make it look bigger. Even though I don't think there's any difference between the two. Like, the difference between Combat Evolved's shield and such was that it took a lot. It was pretty slow on recharging, but not majorly slow. So, we go through this dense jungle for wherever we are. Okay, I guess that's not where that was, because something was about. Because yeah, I stopped talking for a second there because something was supposed to happen there, but I'm thinking of a later point in the game, or the level actually. So that's why I was thinking of that. And so we got a carbine. We take out these guys now. Oh yeah, they have carbines too, which, oh no, there goes the Arbiter again. Oh, and you can play as the Arbiter in the, and he's somehow alive, and there he goes again. However, the only way how you can play as him if you're playing co-op, because there aren't any standalone levels where you're forced to play as the Arbiter. They're on like 2. So you can only play him co-op when you're playing co-op mode. That is in. So that's alright. I'll have to like show it off co-op mode. That's a little bit of it, but mainly because there was a few exclusive things that you get for if you're playing co-op. Like there's one cutscene that's different depending on if you're playing it co-op or not. But if there was anything else though, like if there's any points where you and the Arbiter are separated and you don't see him anywhere, then I'll explain some stuff there. I'll say what the differences between there are, even though it's pretty simple and such. I'll let you explain. So there's not much to really say. So, right behind here is ready for the first level. This isn't going too hard. I did see, I'm dying a few times here and there, but not a lot. I'm also very glad I'm not doing this on Legendary because that would be a nightmare, but not as big as a nightmare as it would be for 2 because, yeah, I do think this game's a little easier than 2. And heck, maybe even a little more better than 2, but I have nothing against 2 or anything. It's just that, I don't know. Plus, there were a few points that were mentioned before because about this on Legendary. Well, not the stage, I mean throughout the game on a certain point here. So let's... Now where's this one that keeps shooting? Oh, there you are. How are you not dead? There we go. Oh, so... Now let's get some... Let's move up now because... Yeah, we're in a ongoing... Yeah, since Master Chief jumped out of the Forerunner ship, who knows how he got out. Just assume he did, and where did the Forerunner ship land? Who knows? It was in... Yeah, and the Arbiter's alive again, and giving his energy swords, even though they're pretty worn down, because he was using them. Okay, I guess we used assault rifle again. Oh god! Oh, well that didn't kill them instead of me. Good to know, Sergeant Major. So now what? So just keep going on here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, if you're quick enough, you can save that Marine from that brute up there, which I somehow did, but not gonna make too big of a difference. And oh god, just trying to get behind the rock for cover, but no, didn't do it. Go back we go, and yeah, I know. Also, I feel like this episode's been. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. About I feel like this episode, first episode's been delayed like a day early and such, because yeah, I was just playing with someone on yesterday, so that's why it's coming later than before. So yeah, I went the wrong way. That was also one reason I went back with some more ammo. And we got a checkpoint, so now we don't need to go back and do that. And so okay, there we go. The brute is down. I was about to say hunter. Here, but no, there aren't any hunters in the stage. But we will see them eventually. So I guess we got. I don't know what happened to the Marine. I guess he died or something. I'm just. But where did the ammo go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I guess he did. I guess he somehow had a gun there, but or something. But I'm not sure. Probably just thinking too much about this. But yeah. Already we just more guns. And a new thing that they added to the Grunt, it's a tiny detail, which I don't know if we'll be able to see it, is that you can actually knock their masks off and to see what's under their mask, because throughout this whole time they've just been wearing masks on their mouths and such. Like, that's appropriate for this time for a virus going around that's been going around for pretty much a year now. Technically longer than that, but that's when it like really took over about a year from now is when it really took over worldwide. Cause like I remember like 2 months ago before that, 2 months before you get earlier, like 14 months ago is the best other way to explain it. To say it is when it only took place in China, which slowly spreaded, but not majorly. Of course, I'm not saying the actual name, because yeah. Okay, now this is what I was thinking of here.
Could you sacrifice me to complete the mission? Could you watch me die?
Yeah, that's a thing that's gonna happen constantly throughout the game. where there are gonna be points where you slow down, and Cortana will just appear on the screen and just, I guess it's just Chief's vision or something. Just can't stop thinking about Cortana or something. But yeah, that's that's something that's gonna happen quite a bit throughout the game. But the good news is they're always gonna be in the same spot every time you replay the stage. And it's interesting if you're playing it co-op, but if it'll even affect the Arbiter as well, which it doesn't really make sense why you would do it, but I get why they did it, so that it doesn't feel like one player has an advantage, where they can move around more during that. So, yeah, it makes sense why they did it, even if it doesn't. It makes sense why they did it, and said makes sense like 5 times there. But being rifles are back there, but luckily we took them out no problem, and look, we got the battle rifle, which is back. It operates about the same as it does in 2. And the SMG is also back, but yeah, oh shoot, who better get the cover? Darn it. I technically was already in cover, but I wanted to just back up to safer cover. Because there were some enemies off to the left here. Oh shoot. Oh, okay, right. You're gonna stay in the water and be fine. But I think if you go out far enough, you will die. Alright, so yeah, okay, no, there are invisible walls. Because if we were playing a later game like Reach or 4, and maybe 5, they would update it to where you return to boundary zones, kind of like how in some Call of Duty maps. So if you go outside the boundary, they have something like that, or like, well, in Modern Warfare 2, there's like this one map. There's like a junkyard or something, and they have like these little totem pole things getting like shoot small pole things that shoot you if you go outside the boundary map boundary. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the map, but there's one map that I do remember playing more. One of the few maps I do remember playing quite a bit of. But yeah, I don't, not sure. Sure what the name is, but wow, perfect timing too. Just ran out of ammo on the assault rifle. So let's go on. God. And we took it in there. Phew. And we're back here again. Don't walk in front of me, Arbiter. but yeah, if you can shoot the Arbiter and you can kill him and such. And one of those lines some of the lines he'll say are, "Save your fire for the brutes," or "We're allies." Because it's pretty much what they were, even though they've met one other time before this game, which was when the Grave Mine captured them. Because I think that's the only time first time they met each other, really. Unless they somehow met each other in Combat Evolved, but we just didn't kill them or something. Because back then the Arbiter was just wearing yellow armor. If you see like the opening cutscenes to the Heretic mission, just the first mission of Halo, of Halo 2, and the new thing that the game introduces are abilities, which as such, like this is one of the abilities, which is the bubble shield, which as you can see, it just prevents a shield around you so no one can shoot you in it. Which they're quite cool abilities to have. It can kind of help you out in situations like this. As in, you already saw the bubble shield being used earlier, but you didn't see me use it yet until now. So that's something. Why I didn't mention it until now. And there were quite a few other abilities and such. Some I don't really care for, some that are kind of cool and such. With the abilities in the game, they're fine. Not like something that you care for to use too much, but get more of like a. And like the next game, which would be depending on your perspective on whether it's for or reach, depending on how you look at it. If you're looking at it by year, when they year, then it would be of what game came out next, and yearly. Or I'm just making it sound. I feel like I'm making it sound confusing, but it would be reach, or if you on chronologically, then it would be 4. Oh, but yeah. It's fruits. Man, those fruit shots. I think they did change up the aim on some of them slightly to where they, of the Halo 2 gun slightly, like the brute shots, to give a few different shots. So, oh my god, it's just not stopping. Come on! Just let me kill him. Okay, I got a checkpoint here. Just run towards him, but doesn't make a difference because, yeah, it killed me. And it feels like the guns in this game have too much pressure on you in this. It just feels like they have too much pressure, or they give too much of a force that pushes you back some. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. I just feels like they give you enough force that they could actually slow you down and such. Well, mostly in like the vehicles and such. Like there'll be a point later on where being like a warthog and a ghost will be shooting at you, and or a couple where, and it feels like the force of him charging into you actually slows you down. Like it will kind of make sense of use when we get to it. It won't be for a while. Come on, freaking beam rifles. And as I said, they're not as overpowered. Beam rifles aren't as overpowered. Which also kind of meant that as there aren't as many points where there were beam rifles. Oh, this is. Trying to take out this. There we go. Now we can focus on the brutes without any trouble. Well, here's come on, just get out. Of course, as soon as it goes out, already at the first level, and I'm already have something I'm getting stuck on. Well, to have given them a taste of their own medicine. And to see how big of a difference that will make. Oh, right, it was over here. Well, looks like that made a difference. Suicide Grunt. And yeah, that's another new thing about the grunts is that they do that with Suicide Grunt. They grab grenades, put them on their hands, and run towards you as like to try to kamikaze you. They're not too annoying and such. But you can easily kill them before they kill you. But just make sure. Just make sure you're standing far enough away from them to where no matter what, the grenades on them are gonna blow up. Come on, beam rifles.